All right. All right. So number 3.
Because nobody in this class.
What we got?
Goes to the bathroom.
All right, Aubrey, your answer was?
I didn't get the answer until like I wrote the problem out, like because I'm confused on kind of how to like solve it.
So when you say you wrote the problem out, did you substitute it in?
Yeah, like the y and the 3 and like the x and the 9, like when you like have to put the.
So you're telling me for number 3, you did this. You did 8 times 3 minus 1 minus 3 times 9 plus 4. You did all that.
Is that what I'm not supposed to do?
No, you did that. That's good.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so you did all that, and then that's where you stopped.
Yeah.
Okay, so remember, you would just do 8 times 3 is 27, so this is where your PEMDAT's rules go into play. You do your multiplication, then you do your addition and subtraction. So 8 times 3 is 27, or 24. I don't know why I just said 27. And then 3 times 9, that would be why. 3 times 9 is 27. Okay. Then you have the minus 1, and you have the plus 4. Okay. So now you can, this is a positive, and this is a positive. So you can say 24 plus 4 is 28. Okay. These two are both negatives, so 27 plus 1 is also 28, but that's a negative 28. Okay, so 28 minus 28, 0. So I don't think 4 is as bad as 3. 3, you really had to remember those PEMDAT's rules. I think 4 is a little bit easier, so just let me know. If you guys got the right answer, we'll move on. If not, I'll go over it. So, Cole, what did you get for 4? Yes, honey.
If Richie isn't back.
Go ahead. Yeah, he's been gone. No, he's been gone for a long time. You can go to the bathroom.
What, did you get rid of him?
Did I what?
Did you hire him in on Richie?
No. I understand you need to go. Okay, Cole, what'd you get for number 4? You got what? Okay, so did we complete this worksheet, or do you need me to just do it with you guys? Okay. All right. So obviously we're not having that quiz tomorrow, you guys, for either groups because we're just not ready and we're not there. Just so you guys know. So it's pushed back to sometime next week. All right? Oh, is this for? It is for. All right. So the first thing you do is here's your X. Okay. So where you see your X, you're going to substitute that 10 in. Okay. Where you see your Y, you're going to substitute that 5 in. Okay. So now, again, remember, nothing changes about this equation. Nothing changes about the expression. The only thing you're doing is substituting the number in for the variable. So I'm still following what this expression is telling me to do, right? So I'm going to simply say 2, I got to keep that 2, times by 10, okay? And then I'm going to say 5 times by 5. Okay? Again, I'm following what the equation is telling me, what the expression is telling me. The only thing that's different is I substituted the numbers in where the variables originally were. Okay? Remember, this was originally x, and this was originally y. Okay, now I just simply solve. Remember, PEMDAT states you always do what's in the parentheses first. So I'm going to say 2 times 10 is 20. 5 times 5 is 25. Okay? 20 times 25 is 500. Final answer. Okay? So I'm going to do number 5 with you as well. And then I'm going to ask you to try one on your own and we'll touch back. Okay? So number 5 says B is 1. Okay? And A is 4. Okay? So again, the only thing you guys are doing is substituting the number in for the variable because it's telling you that this variable equals that number. Okay? So, what I am going to do is I am going to say 25 times 1 plus 10 minus 15 times 4. Okay? That was just me substituting the numbers in for the variables. So this was originally B. Okay? And this was originally A. All right? So now I go by my PEMDAS rules, okay, which states I do multiplication and division before I do any addition and subtraction. So 25 times 1 is 25. Now I got to do this multiplication, okay, so I'm going to do 25 plus 10, and then negative 15 times 4 is going to give me negative 60, right? 1, 2, yeah, negative 60. All right, so I would combine the two positive numbers. 25 plus 10 is 35, so you have a positive 35 minus 60. Okay, 35 minus 60 gives you a negative 25. Final answer. All right, I want you to try number 9. All right, so number 9, you guys are trying by yourself, okay? And then in a minute, we'll touch back and see how you did by yourself, okay?
You're green group. Yeah, you are. So I already. Wait, did you guys finish this group?
No, we haven't started.
I thought they're staying in the back for
What's
longer.
already here?
Where'd he go, Richie?
What?
Where'd he go? Oh, that's wrong because he. Oh, Richie.
Are you guys still working on that one?
I'm done.
You're done? All right. All right, what'd you get?
So do you want me to like talk about the replacing them and everything? Like you want me
You
to
can
do
if you
it?
want. Go ahead.
Okay, so 2 and then times 8
Perfect.
and then minus 10
Perfect.
and then times that by 2. So like 2.
So this is where it's tricky. I know they gave you two variables.
I mean 8.
Mm-hmm.
You put 8 in. And then plus 15.
Perfect. Awesome. So then you got what?
Do you want me? Okay. And then my final answer was 217.
So let's see. Let me.
Because I did 2 times 8.
Perfect.
10.
10 times 8 is
10 times 8.
good.
And then I added 15.
Perfect. So I would first combine my positives. So 10 plus 10 is 20, plus another 11 is 31. So 31 minus 80 would be, so negative 49 should be your answer. So I'm going to say try number 10, and then the rest I want you to work on by yourself, and I'll move to green group. Okay, so try number 10. We'll check back, make sure you got the right answer for 10, and then 11 through 16 I'm going to have you guys work on by yourself, okay? Yes, honey.
I have a question. Can you help me real quick?
Yeah, what's your question? Just to
So-
say it out loud.
For 10, when you did, like when you multiplied all of them and stuff, and then you got your, like there, like 16 minus 80, but plus 15. So with that, since it's all plus, do I just add them all together? Like, how do I get my final answer?
So you could have went straight across, but I'm all about what makes life easier. So I just did, so 16's positive and 15's positive. That's why I added 16 and 15 first and got the 31. But 80's negative. So I did 31 minus 80. But you could have said 16 minus 80, got an answer for that, and then added 15 to it.
So can I do that with?
Yeah, you can do it with that.
Because it's all.
Yeah, the only reason I do it this way is because I don't have a calculator. So for me to do it in my head, it's just a whole bunch easier for me to do it that way than to just do it straight across like that.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. All right, what'd you guys get for number 10?
Can I go?
Yeah, you're allowed to go. She has a note saying she can leave.
Oh, me
early.
too. I have a note.
No, what'd you get for 10, you guys?
I guess
Okay,
I'll
well.
go. I don't think it's right, but I got 353. I think I like added them wrong.
Okay. So green group, you guys are just doing iReady today. I'm gonna stay with yellow group. All right.
Oh my god.
I read
Imagine doing your work.
All right. So you had negative 12 plus. Now what did you do? What'd you do?
Plus. Which one am I
5. Yep. Then what'd you do? Perfect.
Thank you.
Good.
Yeah, are you doing it for me?
Then what'd you do?
Are you doing it for me?
Yeah, that's right. You guys, green group, just because I said you're doing iReady for the rest of the class does not mean you can talk. All right, so you got negative 12 plus 5 times 11 is 55 plus a negative 49. So I can just write minus 49. Is that what you guys got? Aubrey? Okay, so you set this up exactly correct, Cole. So where did you go wrong then? So you had the negative 12. Did you not put this in a calculator? 5 times 11? So please remember to use your calculators, because if you set this up, so Cole, you had this completely set up correctly. So if you set it up correctly, there's no reason that you're getting this part wrong. Okay, the only reason you would get this part wrong is if you did the calculation wrong, like you mentally did the calculation wrong. So you just have to make sure, like, do 5 times 11, put it in your calculator, you get 55. If you do 7 times negative 7 in your calculator, you're going to get the negative 49. Now, if you do this in your calculator, you'll get the right answer, yes.
Like, I know what to do, but, like, I always get thrown off at the bottom part. Like, for the 12 plus 55, like, the math up top, I always get, like, I can set up the problems perfectly fine. I can do them, like, I always, when you have to come to your final answer, I always get thrown off. And I don't know by what.
Okay. So just try to input this into your calculator. So don't let me do the math. So this is the thing. I do the math in my head. Just input it exactly the way you see it in your calculator and see if you get the right answer. So go ahead. You input that in your calculator and see what answer it shoots out. What'd you get? What'd you get? Okay. So we're not inputting it into the calculator, correct? Negative, I agree. But you should have got negative 6. So do me a favor and add 49 and 12 in your calculator. Do 49 and 12. What'd you get?
You said add?
Yeah, add 49 and 12.
61.
61. So 49 and 12 are both negative. So that means it's a negative 61. Okay? Plus 55. Which gives you a negative 6. See, that's how I mentally do it in my head. Okay? I don't know how you're inputting in your calculator wrong. So you should have done a negative 12 plus 55 minus 49, and that should have popped out a negative 6. You guys, you're packing up way too early.
I'm staying there.
Yeah, you're fine. So where are you going afterwards?
I might just go to Conway.
We're going to home.
Okay.
So,
Not you.
I'm gonna go to the library and she can unlock this one.
Miss Fisher. I go.
Okay, because I was going to say, you want to bring up All right, so that's fine. You guys can stop for today. We'll work on again tomorrow. So, Aaron, you want to here? Come up here for a second.
I don't want to. Rich always laugh like that.